I'm not gonna lie, I had a whole freaking script, for this portion of the video, but I don't feel like going by script anymore. So if I stutter or whatever, just know that English is not my first language, so don't do me, okay? All right, so recently I've been feeling kind of meh, which is why I haven't really been on social media like that. I haven't posted in a month because I feel like I want my content to be more intentional. I want everything that I do to be with intention, to be, something that I truly feel comfortable putting out. I don't want to post just because I have to post, because I have to be consistent. I'm sorry, guys, if you hear like things in the background. We have a lot of kids in our neighborhood now, so there are kids running around not doing their homework, so bear with me. But I've been feeling like I feel like I haven't really been tending to myself, because I am the kind of person that loves to help other people. I love to be there for friends, family, etc. And oftentimes I get lost in helping everyone else and I forget what I need to do. I have been feeling like I need to be more selfish with my energy and be more intentional with the people that I, share my energy with, because I oftentimes put myself in situations where I think that I'm helping others completely, and well, I could be, but I'm putting my own mental health at harm. I know that I have a history of people pleasing and thinking that if I were to do X, Y, Z, then more people would like me, people would accept me for who I am. But things don't work out that way. Sometimes people will place you as a role model, but as soon as you do a human thing, they look at you, they villainize you, at you in the most craziest ways, and it hurts, because we are human, we all make mistakes, and I feel like you shouldn't idolize anybody or put somebody at a higher level just because you think they're perfect, because nobody is really perfect. What I'm trying to say is that I sometimes put myself in situations where I'm giving more than I am receiving. And when I do receive, I feel like I am not worthy of what I'm receiving. Like, for instance, somebody will give me a compliment and then I'll quickly try to find something nice to say about them. Or like I will be in shock of that compliment. Like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like I'll just get very awkward or anxious. Or I always feel the need to have to compensate, have to give back. I just can't never receive and be at peace with it. So being intentional with my energy, there are times where I love to give, people the benefit of the doubt. I love to think that everybody can change because, with time, people can change. And I feel like everybody is capable of self-development, of self-growth. And sometimes I get so lost in being optimistic, I forget that, you can't just keep allowing people back into your life just because you feel as if, time has passed, things have changed. Maybe, this person will be better, but you have to realize that I had to realize that sometimes it's better to keep a door shut than to, let them back into your life. Because I was reading something the other day, or I think it was an article, and this woman was saying the only reason why you let that person back into your life is because not actually dumb, but it's like you went back for round two. That's what she was trying to say. And yes, you can forgive that person, but I feel as if that you cannot forget what they've done to you. Going back to what I was talking about, being there for other people but not showing up for yourself. I did something that I would have never done for another person, only because of the situation and what had happened. So an old friend of mine was in need, and because I was already heading in that direction of travels, I decided to, stop by, while I wasn't busy on my trip, and I, wanted to be there for that person, because I understand that that situation was heartbreaking. It hit me as well. And I did it because I knew that if I was going through something rough, I would want somebody close to me to visit me too. That's what I always do. That's what gets me. Sometimes I empathize, I sympathize with other people, and I see it through their perspective. And I'm like, you know what, Audi, this person just might need help. You don't want to just leave them hanging, because that's what I would want someone to do for me. Even if I may not ask for it, I would want that. So anyways, I did that. I gave more than I should have, because I felt as if times had changed. But once you close a door, I've said this already, but once you close a door, you should not let people, go past your boundaries. And I feel as if that was a lesson in itself, because so much happened on that trip that could have been prevented had I not seen that person. And I am not angry or upset with how things played out. It's more so I know how to go about it now. I know not to overstep my boundaries and to listen to my intuition. That's another thing. I wasn't listening to my intuition. Something was telling me, hey, Audi, maybe you should just chill. I understand. But okay, I'll be honest. I sometimes act on my emotions and not logic. We have to think logically sometimes, guys. You have to, put your emotions at bay, because I'm laughing because of the situation. I can't even say that I'm angry. I'm not even angry with how things played out, because it was a trip that I needed to take. I needed to see how I would act, because I needed to let go of the past. I am a very nostalgic person. I would be the kind of person to remember every little thing, to hold on to every little memory, because I needed to let go of the past. I love to think that with time, things heal. And in some cases, that is true. But sometimes you just need to let some things die. Let some things die so that your blessings aren't being blocked. Because you could be holding on to a situation, person, an object, whatever it is in your life, and it could be blocking you to the next level of your life. And that is what I needed to learn in this season, to let go. Because I was holding on to so much anger, so much pain, so much guilt, so much shame. And I'm only getting older, and I can't keep thinking that people aren't going to like you even when you are doing what is socially acceptable. People aren't going to respect you more just because you're following the rules. People are still going to talk. People are still going to judge you. So why not just do you? Why not just not focus on what everybody else is doing? Because we're all on our own path. We're all going our own separate ways. Everybody's journey is not going to be the same. Healing isn't linear. So I felt in the beginning of January that I wasn't going in the right direction, that I wasn't doing what I needed to do, because social media can be a tool, but it could also handicap you. What I needed to realize is that everybody posts the good sides. Nobody posts their bad sides. That could be their career, their accomplishments, the places that they're going to. I needed to just live in reality. So I deactivated my Instagram. I didn't deactivate my TikTok because I sometimes use TikTok, but I am going to put maybe a timer or a lock on that app, because I doom scroll a lot. I go through TikTok a lot. I also want to maybe take a break from Twitter, because the dreams I've been having because I've been on Twitter have been absolutely insane. With the vitamins I've been taking, I've been drinking a lot of water, but what type of dreams am I having? This is insane. But anyways, being intentional with my energy. I need to stop helping other people before I help myself. The other day, I got a call. I think this person called me or I called them. I'm not sure. I think I texted them and then they called me. But this person is an old friend of mine and we knew each other for a couple of years. I wouldn't really call it a friendship. That's another conversation. This person asked me for help with something while I was in the middle of doing something myself for another friend. I was helping my friend out with a video and I wanted to finish that, but this person called and asked for my help and I dropped everything that I was doing to help this other person. What I should have said was, hey, I'm in the middle of something right now. I'm a bit busy. But because I guess I had a soft spot for that person, I decided to help them anyways, which isn't a bad thing. But I needed to realize in that moment, I was like, dang, Audi, you're just so down to help other people. Audi, why didn't you just say that you're busy, that you can't do this right now? You're in the middle of something right now. Why didn't you just say that? But instead, it really made me think. Why do I love to help others before I help myself? Right, like why didn't I set up that boundary and say, hey, I can't do this right now? I think it has something to do with me being an older sister. I would always help out, take care of things, always big bro it, but I really sometimes need to focus on myself. I think the reason why, the universe put me in this mode of solitude is to help me reconnect back to me, help me to focus on the needs that I haven't met for myself. Because if I can't do things for myself, how am I supposed to continue to help other people? Another thing that I had to really think about is my fear of being seen. Like I said earlier, I deactivated my Instagram because I just didn't want to be seen on social media, but that's not really related to my fear of being seen. Just that sometimes I need a break from social media. I need to be away. I need to stop, watching people's stories because it was ruining my perception of life. But being on YouTube, it's like you never know who's really watching. You never know who's watching your content. And I felt as if my content was good enough because it's not about the views. It's not about 30 people watching your video is still a lot of people, to be honest. 10 people watching your video, 10 views is still a lot of people because I had to imagine crowd of 10 people, just sitting in the crowd watching me speak. And that is a lot of folks. That is a lot of people. So that is what I'm focusing on. I'm more so focusing on the quality than the quantity, which is why it takes me a bit more time to upload new videos, but I am trying my hardest. My fear of being seen, like going out in public, I have been trying to get out more, go out into nature, do more nature walks, take care of myself, sit in the sun because I work from home and working from home can be a bit difficult. You do everything at home. You cook at home, you work from home, you just get so cooped up in your room, in your house, and you don't go outside. It got so bad that whenever I would go outside, there would be weeks where I would not go outside for at least maybe 2 weeks, and then I would go outside to go pick up a package. Being hit with the sunlight, my eyes are I'm squinting my eyes. I can't see anything because it's the first time I've seen sunlight in like 2 to 3 weeks. So yes, I'm trying to go out to the park more, trying to sit in nature more, reconnect back with, God, because I can't be cooped up inside. I immediately see how my mental health changes when I'm outside. So I'm trying to incorporate more outdoor activities in the future. It gets hard. It's also hard because I'm very introverted and I don't have a lot of friends. But if I hadn't gone outside last weekend, then I wouldn't have met a new person. I wouldn't have been invited to paint with that person. It's crazy because, studies show that people that have more companions, they live longer, they're healthier. So I'm trying to talk to as much people as I can, have intentional conversations and try not to force connections with people because I value a natural connection than a forced one. I understand that we live in an age where, most people are indoors, more people are like connecting through social media, but I value, meeting friends and making friends the organic way because that's how I was raised on. Yes, I growing up in high school, I made more online friends than I do now because I was always in the house, and back then the social media scene was way different. People had no issues with interacting with each other. The Span community was so big, it was booming. It was beautiful. I was meeting people from all over the country. It was such a great, time to be on social media. But now things change. Instagram is more of a, perfectionist looking type of site. Everybody's posting model pics. Everybody's trying to, keep up with a certain lifestyle. Nothing feels authentic anymore. Now that I'm truly embracing solitude, free from distractions and the pressures of others' expectations, I am finding it easier to tap into my creativity. Without the need to conform to external standards, I'm living authentically for myself and what brings me joy. Recently, I came across a quote by Ian Levan Zat in a book recommended to me by a friend. The book is called One Day My Soul Just Opened Up, and it goes, "Your God dwells within you as you honor your own self. Meditate on your own self, worship your own self." This quote deeply resonates with me because I feel as if that I need to remember to nourish myself, to give myself back the love that I give to others, to myself. So moving forward, I'm committed to living in alignment with my purpose. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.